To the loving, caring, and nurturing Father. We come together today to celebrate the life of a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, son, uncle, brother, cousin, and a friend. And I want to thank all of you for coming far and near, and for the support you have given our family over these last months. I am totally overwhelmed with the sheer number of well-wishers and friends that my dad has. I can't thank you enough, and my family can't thank you enough. A long time ago, an obituary was mistakenly written on behalf of a very wealthy man. The man was still alive, however, and it did not say kind things about him. In fact, it was just the opposite. After reading the announcement, he became so distraught that he vowed to change it, to change the way people felt about him. So he instituted an annual award in his name. To those who, during the preceding year, shall have conferred the greatest benefit on mankind, the award read. He wanted to be remembered for all the good that he did, not the bad. His name was Alfred Nobel, and his award, the Nobel Prize. Now, my dad did not institute a Nobel Award or even win the Nobel Prize. He didn't have to. He was loved by so many. Yesterday, the lines were more than 2 blocks long to pay respect. That speaks about a man's character, don't you think?
Amen.
He was loved by so many. I could probably stop here and you could complete the rest of his eulogy, but I won't. I want to share with you a conversation I had with my dad a few years ago. I asked him what was the most significant moment in his life. He paused for a moment and he said the night he had dinner in Boston with Ted Williams, the Baseball Hall of Fame hero from the Boston Red Sox. You know, Ted had the highest career hitting average of any player with 500 or more home runs. A co-worker who had received tickets to participate in an old-timers game invited Dad to go have dinner with Ted. If you knew my dad, baseball was pivotal in his life. He met my mom on the baseball field. She was the girl from the yellow coat, standing across the field. She said, "See that guy over there? I'm going to marry him." And she did. They've been married for 55 years this year. I wanted to use baseball as an analogy for his life because his love of the game was only surpassed by the love for mankind. Baseball has a lot of players that all have different positions to play. Our life with Dad was the same. He expected you to give 100% and to play your position well. But if you happened to slip up, he would pick you up and dust you off. Sometimes the dusting off was a little painful. But he was only there to help. He was the coach of the team. And it is tough when you lose your coach of the team. But you see, we have no control over death or birth, except to enjoy the interval in between. That interval that we call life. And as you all know, the joy we did with my dad. We enjoyed every moment with him, whether we were in the hospital, or whether we were at the zoo, or whether we were vacationing in Las Vegas, or whatever. He was a gem of a man with a giant of a heart and a compassion for all mankind. Everyone, every friend was family to him. And together, we all share the grief, but we gain comfort in knowing that my dad is in a better place, free of pain and suffering that he has endured over these many months and many years.
Praise God.
I told my son that the next few days are going to be very tough for us. And he said, "Dad, it doesn't have to be. We have such fond memories of Pat. He was such a wonderful man, and he touched so many lives. He is part of all of us, each and every one of us in this room, in some way or another. We are his greatest fans, and he lives in our hearts forever. Of course, it's still hard, but together we will get through these hard times. Now, no team can win with just a coach. Probably no one's more influential in shaping the team than my dad. He taught us how to work hard, to stand up for ourselves, to be proud, and to accept responsibilities for our actions. Our team motto was, leave to serve, return with honor. He never wanted us to dishonor our name, the team. If you miss a ball or strike out, that's okay, but Dad expected you to learn from it and to keep giving 100% every day. He set high expectations, and he never let you win. You had to earn the win. I was once asked in a job interview, what famous person had the most influence in my life? Who was my role model, if you will? I thought for a moment about people like Eleanor Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Mahatma Gandhi, and many others. But you know what? For me, it was my dad. Because he taught me about life. He taught me about character, integrity, honesty, and about attitude, and having a positive attitude. And do you know, I got that job. You see, the people who matter most in our lives are not the ones with the most credentials, the most money, or the most awards. They are the ones that care. The ones that care deeply about us. Our Paulus baseball team had its inception in 1741 in the United States, when our forefathers arrived in Philadelphia aboard the ship Lydia. And we have been winning ever since. The core team might have been Dad and Mom and the kids, but my dad looked eagerly at each family member like they were going to be the next franchise player for the team. And every one of you are family in his eyes. Nothing was more important than his faith, family, friends, and his community. He loved life in all of its splendor. He was our good shepherd, leading our team and our family. And it is the love of life, family, and his devoted faith that has prepared him for the journey that he is about to take. We're all blessed to have known him and to be a part of his life. Now, if I can ask a favor of you, close your eyes for a moment. Turn with me to Berwick Street, where we lived with our dad and our mom. When we think back to those early years on South Side nearly a half century ago, we picture men like him, hardy souls who took care of their families and their belongings, and they busted their backs every day to work hard to build a better life for their family. We were poor, but we thought we were rich because we had Dad. In those days, life on a good day was tough. He would go to work every day and get calls at all hours of the night for Mac printing, but that didn't bother him. He loved Mac like no other, and it put food on the table for his family. He was loyal, dedicated, and he would do anything for anybody. But his life didn't stop there. He was a pillar at St. Paul's Church, as the pastor testified. And he served as the church president for many years. He cooked at the church breakfasts and dinners. He was always an active role model in the community. And again, there was always sports in our family. Softball, bowling, quaich, football, and the family picnics and get-togethers. I remember as a boy being a